Now I'm going to show you today how to make your own boutonniere for a dance. It's very simple and it's usually less expensive than purchasing one. And I've actually purchased boutonnieres and had horrible boutonnieres before and paid more than I got for 5 roses. So basically we just hit Walmart, usually get roses for $5 for 5 roses, and then you take a smaller bud, one that you like. If it's going to be that day, you want one that's open. These were all open, so that's why I purchased this particular one, because you don't want it to be not open. And you try to get one with good leaves. Some of them didn't have the best leaves. This one's got a little bit of brown, but I don't think it's going to be showing because it'll be at the bottom of his lapel. So basically, you just take one rose, and if you can go to a florist, we live in a small town, but if you can get one from a florist, it's better if you just buy one. It'll probably be a little bit cheaper. So I'm going to keep that moist. That's wet paper towel, and that's how you keep it fresh before your date. Basically, you take the rose, and you cut it about, these are all taped together here at the bottom, and you would cut them, you want to cut it about that far down on the stem, and then you want to just break off the floral part that you like the best. You can see some are a little bit more red, depends on what color you're going for and what color your roses are and what color the dress, etc. So you cut those off, and then you take some floral tape. Now, floral tape comes in black, white, pink, burgundy, light green, dark green, white for weddings. I mean, it comes in all different colors, as you can see. I usually get mine at secondhand stores. I think the first one I bought, I did buy at a floral supply place, but the rest of them I've all gotten at secondhand stores over the years, along with all the floral picks and other things that I use for decorating. I used to run a boutique. So anyway, you can also purchase corsage pins. But for years, when I would just make these for each of my 5 daughters, I would just save the ones off of their corsages. And you can see there's round heads and there's oblong heads. And the one I'm actually using today is kind of like an oval head. I kind of thought that one was a different one. And you place the floral piece behind the best angle of the rose that you feel would look best. I kind of liked the open front and side, so I put that there. Also, this one has a kind of a cute little base. Usually the base goes down, but on that particular rose on that side, see all these ones are going up. I liked that it was going up. So you break off the ones that are going down at the base, and you don't want to pull down too hard because then the petals can fall off. So you just want to gently tear off those, and then I left that one because I kind of thought it was kind of cute sticking up. And then you take the floral tape. It's stretchy and it's sticky. It's kind of a unique tape. There's nothing else quite like it. You take a piece of that and you start to pull it tight. You pull the base of them tight and you start wrapping. Sorry, see, you can see it sticks to itself. That's what it's made to do. So it's kind of sticky, but it's not sticky, so it doesn't get your clothes sticky. You can see it's not sticky, but it sticks to itself. Kind of like a saran wrap, but not. And then you just start wrapping it around. It doesn't take more than maybe that much to do the whole base. As you can see here, you just wrap it around, stick it onto itself, and that's it. You have it. Sometimes you might want to use 2 pins depending on, like, if it's a corsage that you're making. And if it's a corsage, you usually want to use baby's breath. You can buy a sprig of baby's breath as well, or some other kind of tiny flower that would accent it. But with a boutonniere, typically you don't necessarily want the little flowers. You want it a little more masculine looking. So depending on the color and what color suit he's wearing, you could actually use the black floral tape. Or if he's wearing a white jacket or a cream jacket, you could use the white floral tape or the lighter color floral tape. The burgundy color was really popular in the 80s for weddings, and so and then the pink is, for Mother's Day or Easter. They used to do lots of corsages for those days. They don't so much anymore, and I probably don't need 3/4 of this because I don't do boutique anymore, and I don't have, so I'm on my last child at home. So I could probably get rid of most of this stuff, although I do have 4 weddings left. Who knows what we're due for those. But anyway, then to present it or to put it in the fridge to make it last, or after the dance, if you want to save your corsage, you can save your container. You can save the containers. We have quite a few of the they're dried flowers or plastic flowers. Nowadays, this was an old one, but nowadays they have cute bracelets you can put on them. You can just wrap it in damp. You don't want it really wet. You just wrap the entire thing very gently in damp paper towel. And you don't want it near the back of the fridge because you don't want it to freeze. You just wrap it like that, and you want the base covered. And then I stick it usually in the door of the fridge. You can put it in a bag if you want, but you also don't want it to mildew, but just keep it moist. You can put it in this plastic container in there, or you can just wrap it in this. But if you want to present it to your date, you can see this is quite dusty. You could actually put it in one of these and, pull it out, but most of the time they don't care. They just want it on and want to get out the door. So anyway, that's the way we've made them for years, and when I gave up on that and started purchasing them, I was so disappointed with the condition of the roses that I just went back to making them. So hope you learned something. Check out my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com. I've got a couple of different ones on there. You can just type in boutonniere or dance or flower, and it should come up, the search box at the bottom. Thanks.